Chapter 2. Agent Abbie Whitmore took out her crystal chandelier earrings, then slipped her 9mm from its thigh holster. She placed everything on the dresser and exhaled, letting go of the small annoyances from the evening. She'd much rather have faced an armed assailant than mingled with the slew of congressmen's wives, especially when those same women only wanted to talk about when she was going to take on the Mrs. title. Shudder. They'd looked at her sympathetically and told her that at least she could quit the day job when she was married. At that point, Abbie had walked away. It was either that or punch one of them in the face. The sad thing is, that would be the most action she'd had in months. She'd better get off desk duty soon, or she might seriously lose her shit. A hand she knew all too well slipped around her middle and pulled her against the hard, lean body of her boyfriend. She tilted her neck to press her lips to Jonathan's. Any doubts she'd had about the evening faded away. She was Congressman Jonathan Lassiter's permanent +1 these days, and she wouldn't have it any other way. "I'm sorry, I got held up," Jonathan said, stepping away to undo his bow tie. "Did you have a lovely conversation with the wives?" Abbie would have snorted if not for the grin on Jonathan's face. He was totally messing with her. He knew she hated the chit-chat. If I ever care more about the exact carat size of someone's engagement ring, then... Abbie stopped to think. Well, anything. Put me out of my misery. Not all the wives are like that, you know, but somehow you always seem to get stuck with the petty ones. Some of them are powerful women in their own right, like you. Getting married doesn't mean giving up a career. Shit. Abbie turned back toward the dresser and fumbled with the clasp on her bracelet. She'd brought the marriage discussion on herself by mentioning engagement rings. She knew better than that. That damn desk duty was turning her brain to mush. She cleared her throat. "Where did you disappear to anyway?" "Howard cornered me. When he gets to talking about strategy, there's no stopping him. He did have some helpful insights, though." "Oh? What were those?" Jonathan spun her around and pulled her against his chest. "You don't really care about that, do you?" He put his lips to the other side of her neck, applying just the right amount of pressure in just the right place. It was hard to care about anything when he did that. He was right. She didn't give a damn about what Congressman Howard had to say. Oh, she definitely cared about Jonathan's career because she cared about him, but the day-to-day details didn't interest her. He slipped the strap of her dress off her shoulder. "The zipper," Abbie said breathlessly. She'd paid a small fortune for this dress, and she couldn't afford to have it torn. Not like the last one. Of course, that had been worth it. Jonathan's fingers deftly located the zipper, and within seconds, the dress was pulled at her ankles on the floor. She stepped out of it and kicked it away. He ran his hands along the curves of her hips and over the black lace garter belt with a groan. "You're so sexy." Abbie yanked his shirt out of his trousers and up over his head, then splayed her hands on his chest with a cat-like smile. "Right back at you." A congressman shouldn't have a body like this. All hard lines and tight muscles. There was a reason Jonathan had multiple fan clubs on Facebook. He ran his thumb over her nipple, and she leaned into him, biting her lip. If those women realized that any of their fantasies about the congressman didn't compare to the real thing, he'd need more security. Her fingers found the buttons on his pants, and in seconds, they joined her dress on the floor. "Abbie, move in with me." The fire that was running through her veins turned to ice. "What?" His eyes met hers, and he cupped her face in his hands. "Move in with me." Her eyes widened. "Why are you asking that?" "My timing isn't the best." Jonathan ran a hand through his hair, giving it a mussed-up and just-out-of-bed look that made Abbie weak in the knees. "I've been meaning to ask you, but there's never a good time. You're here most nights anyway, or I'm at your place. Our schedules are crazy. If we lived together, officially, then we'd see each other more." "It's a big step," Abbie said carefully. She wasn't opposed to it, not necessarily, but he had caught her off guard. In her professional life, she was ready for the unexpected and welcomed it, even. But in her personal life...